What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am Danny, and today we are going to get into some of these packs that I recently got in the mail from my friend Alan, whose channel name is Beards and Bass, and I will put a link to his channel in the description. I wanted to do some of these Topps packs, and so I've got a couple of packs of 87 Topps, couple of 88, and 4 of 89. I grabbed those out of the closet just a minute ago. I hope I didn't leave any out. In the background, you got some of the metallic signs that I picked up recently at TL's Trophies. So, you know, super happy with them. Got a great deal on them. Chuck, thanks for hooking me up. Having said that, I'm going to jump into these packs. I'm going to try and do a couple of videos while I got a minute. I'm trying to catch up on some laundry last night. I want to... you know, yesterday was my wife's birthday. Also, yesterday was the LSU game last night. Got to watch my LSU Tigers beat Clemson for the national championship. Third national championship I've seen them win with a third different coach. Pretty phenomenal. Still in awe of that. What a great dream season it was. Thankful I got a chance to watch it. But enough about that. This is about baseball, not football. And so what I like about these packs that you have laid out here in front of you is this is basically the year I started collecting in '87, went hog wild. In 1987, I racked up somewhere around 2,500 to 3,000 baseball cards. Honestly, had no idea what I was doing. I didn't realize that the set was 792 cards. I was just getting all of them that I could get. And when the year rolled into 88, I had, I guess, a little bit of a hangover from 87. I was like, man, I can't believe I got to do this again. I got to completely start over buying cards. It never dawned on me in 87 that I would have to do that. So in 88, I started buying cards, but I didn't buy as many. I actually probably got 500 or 600 of these, 500 or 600 of the Donruss cards that year, the blue ones. I really liked those. 89, when 89 came around, you know, you had Upper Deck and you had Bowman, I guess, came out in 89 as well. But I focused a little more on the 89 Topps. I probably, you know, had, I don't know, 700 or 800 of those. And but that year I was able to get my hands on some Fleer and Donruss as well. So, you know, as well as Score. You know, Score, I guess, came out in 88. So I, you know, had to spread my money around, but in 87, I did buy some Donruss. The first few cards I bought were Donruss, but after that, I tried to focus on Topps, and this is the reason why right here. It says the real ones. When I started telling people I had bought Donruss cards, they were like, oh, those are fake baseball cards. You know, so people were buying into the marketing. All right, so enough about all that hoo-ha. Alan, thank you for these cards again. We're going to jump into them, so let's see what we can pull out of these. Right off the bat, we can tell we got us a Buddy Bell with the wax stain on it. That was what was terrible about these cards back in the day, is that they, you know, you get that wax stain on them. But, you know, maybe we'll pull us a few cool cards for the childhood binder. All right, we got Steve Sachs All-Star. We got a Darren Dalton, Bruce Ruffin Cup card, Luis Salazar, Jim Dwyer, Bob Dernier, Billy Bean, Mr. Moneyball, there when he was with the Twins, Pete Ladd, there's Buddy Bell with our stain on it, Rob Murphy, Dave Smith. Look at all those hickeys in that name background right there, that blue. It's terrible. Got a Tom Seaver. That's a pretty cool card. We'll stand him up back there. He's a Hall of Famer. Got a Gerald Perry. Or Gerald Perry, I never knew. Sean Dunston, Ken Oberkfell, Mike Fitzgerald, and a Dan Plesac. All right, so we did pull one Hall of Famer out of that pack of cards. All right, so next pack of 87 Topps. All right, there's some old yucky gum. No, I'm not eating it, but you know, some of y'all might. Got the spring training. All right, so this card right here is kind of popular. I mean, you can tell that it was like a paint job. I guess he got traded in the off season. That's Mike Laga from the Tigers to the Cardinals. And so I guess they had to airbrush or do whatever it was they did in '87. Mike Myers commented on somebody's channel that it looked like something about Mary Kay. And I thought it was hilarious. I don't exactly remember what the comment was, but Michael, that was pretty funny. Mike Laga got a Charlie Kerfeld, Randy Neiman, Jesse Orozco, Ron Roenick. There is a Gary Carter All-Star. I was a big fan of Gary Carter when I was a kid, so we'll stand him up. Rest in peace, Gary Carter. Tom Candiotti, Dave Van Olen, Juan Bonilla, Bill Alman, Hal McRae. Got the Astros leader. Looks like Yogi Berra right there, which is pretty sweet. You'll correct me if I'm wrong, but that sure looks like Yogi Berra. Ed Hearn, Mike Fitzgerald, Lenny Dykstra, Mike Labier, and Darryl Strawberry. So Darryl Strawberry is another good card, so we're going to stick him up there. Darryl Strawberry was one of the guys I had hanging on my wall as a kid. Will Clark and Ozzie Smith, Vince Coleman, Ricky Henderson. All right, so let's jump into these 88s. Again, I will probably be able to add several of these to the set. All right, there's Billy Bean again, Mr. Moneyball. When this set came out, I was actually really impressed with the design. I guess it's kind of a boring design now, but to go from the wood grain to this, I thought that was pretty sweet. You know, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of reminded me of the 83 and the 84, how you kind of had either the circle or the square, but this was a diagonal little nameplate at the bottom. Anyhow, we got a Moose Haas, Tim Teufel, Willie Frazier, Ed Lynch, Cecil Cooper, Johnny Grubb. There's Billy Bean. There's some garbage. Dave Concepcion. He played a long time. Long time. Steve Trout. Orioles leaders with Ripken and Murray on there. That's pretty sweet. Junior Ortiz. Dwayne Ward. Eddie Williams. Phil Garner. And a Jay Tibbs. Alright, next. Didn't really get a star in that one, did we? Next pack of 88. Nice wax stain on that one. Alright. Looks like we got us a Doc Gooden card at least. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Hopefully that's the card. We'll see in a second. I'm not going to say anymore. So there's Nick Asaski. Make sure I'm focused here. Alright, Lenny Dykstra. There it is, Bo Jackson. I hope that was a Bo Jackson card. That is actually really sweet with the Royals. I'm going to stand him up back there. Really cool to pull the Bo Jackson. That would have tickled me greatly back in the day. Joel Youngblood, Rod Booker, Jeff Reardon, Tim Burke. There's a Dwight Gooden, so we'll stick him up there by his teammate. Doyle Alexander, Roger McDowell, Jose Rijo, all right, Junior Noboa, Ron Oyster, there's a checklist, and a Mike Pagliarulo. All right, so we're doing pretty good, I think. You know, we'll jump into these 89 packs. All right, and then you get to kind of witness, you know, how the cards changed. You know, I remember going to 89 from 88, and I didn't think they did enough. You know what I mean? All right, so there's the Cubs leaders. It's like Maddox on the front. So, yep, Maddox had 18 wins apparently the year before, so that's pretty sweet. So I got a Rick Rhoden, Jerry Roos. All right, Jerry Roos, his 87 Topps card, I consider one of the worst cards ever manufactured. And it's just because he just looked like an old man when he pitched. He put so much into it. And his hair, being like a dirty blonde, a lot of times showed up as gray. He pitched a really long time, so, you know, good on him for pitching so long. But anyhow, that was my take on him. Gary Redus. There's a Ken Caminiti, probably a rookie card, so we'll stick that up top. That's pretty cool. Monty Ferris, #1 draft pick. Bruce Hurst, Try to get focused back here. Tom Foley, Dave Magadan. You know, he's in my childhood binder. He was a pretty good player back in the day. Lloyd Mosby. There is a Tony Gwynn. Gonna stick him up top. Steve Peters, Rick Sutcliffe, Carney Lansford, and a Jesse Barfield. So we'll stick these cards up. I think I just heard my wife come in. Next pack. Oh, cool. Next pack of cards, we got a Dodgers leaders. Looks like Oral Hershiser and Mike Scioscia. I'm not sure who that other player was. Brett Butler, maybe. Got a Ty Griffin draft pick card with the Cubs. Pat Sheridan. Gino Petralli. There is a Steve Avery draft pick card. That's pretty cool. Followed by Jim Abbott. So those are pretty sweet. We're not going to stick them up top, but those are pretty cool cards. Mini Trio, Lance Parrish, Larry McWilliams, Tom Troublehorn, Jose Uribe, Joe Ursulak, John Crook, another guy I had in my childhood binder, Roger Craig manager card, and Dave Volley. Lance Parrish. My buddy Buttermilk pulled a pretty cool Lance Parrish card the other day. So what up, Buttermilk? Hopefully you don't mind me. I won't say any more than that, but all right. Next pack, Mike Boddicker. Angels leaders. Let's see who we got on there. Is that who is that? Chili Davis, maybe? I guess so. All right, there is a John Smoltz. I believe that's his rookie card. So we'll stick him. Maybe we can stand him up right there. All right, John Smoltz. We got an Ozzie Guillen, a young Ozzie Guillen. He went on to manage the White Sox later. I got a Darryl Boston. There is a Sandy Alomar Jr. card. Another player I liked a whole lot as a kid. He's in my binder as well. I don't guess he quite amounted to what his brother did, but Rob Ducey. More garbage. Claudell Washington, I thought had the coolest name when I was a kid. Steve Trout, Todd Benzinger, Todd Burns, Jody Davis. It says now with the Braves. Kurt Wilkerson, Greg Gross, and Mark Davis. All right, last pack. Last pack of these 89s. And that one was kind of weak. Hopefully it wasn't searched. Why would you search 89 tops? I don't know. But Devin White, got a Tim Cruz, Mark Eichhorn, Terry Francona, again, went on to manage. Robin Ventura draft pick. That is pretty sweet. I will stick him up there. Candy Sierra, Burt Blyleven, Hall of Famer. Billy Hatcher, Scott Bankhead, Steve Ellsworth, Jeff Treadway, Robbie Thompson, Chet Lemon, Jerry Don Gleaton, and Terry Kennedy, who was a good catcher. He was a really good catcher there. Decent, I mean, but look at the gum stain or the wax stain on the back. So anyhow, so let's go back through some of the cards that we pulled that we liked. So we got the 87 Topps Tom Seaver. That's pretty cool. We got the Gary Carter All-Star and the Darryl Strawberry. We also pulled the Dwight Gooden 88 and the Bo Jackson card, which may be my favorite pull of this group. We got the John Smoltz rookie, the Robin Ventura draft pick card. Looks like Oklahoma State. Ken Caminiti rookie. And then to round it off, we got the Tony Gwynn. And if I go through my stuff here in a minute and don't have this card, which I think I do, but if I don't, then I'll add it to my childhood binder just like that. So thank you again to Alan for these cards. I appreciate it, buddy. We'll make some more videos of the rest of them here coming up, but this will be volume 2, I guess, of ripping cards from Beards and Bass. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment if you will. Let me know what you think about ripping old wax. Let me know if you need any of these maybe to finish the set or anything. I'll be glad to share. And we're going to cut it right here, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.